As System of a Down would say, they're trying to build a prison. Another prison system. This is Tails, Balls, and Charlie. They're contractors. They were the lowest bidders for the Empire's contract to build this prison system, specifically Empire Prison 417 Bravo, which was chosen specifically because of this mountain. The Empire would like them to collect and house 40 prisoners in this mountain, and they've sent them with some skills and traits, most notably Charlie's drill arm, which allows him to drill through this mountain very quickly. And Tails was given a plasteel sword, Balls has a pump shotgun, and Charlie has a plasteel mace, so that they can defend themselves through the initial raids pretty easily. This map does present some challenges though, in that it's a jungle map, so heat exhaustion may be an issue, along with food storage. In addition, since it's a mountain base, powering the mountain base can prove a little bit difficult, because even if you bring in wood-fired generators, etc., you still gotta get wood into the mountain. So, as we'd like to house all our prisoners inside the mountain, we're still gonna have to maintain a farm, a barn and ranch area, and growing area so that we can supply the prison. Right now they're just living in this little house that's outside of the prison. Balls and Tails are actually husband and wife. They started this little contracting company and hired Charlie because of his mining expertise. They were able to capture one of the people that just raided them, and it turns out that it's a 13-year-old that's a quick sleeper and sanguine with some pretty good skills, so they're going to recruit her to help man the prison, because as you can see, they're already having some disagreements about how things should be run. Their group, their contracting company, is called the Empire Wardens, and like I mentioned before, this is Empire Prison 417 Bravo. So welcome to this run. This is Blood and Dust commitment mode. So it'll be a little bit difficult as time goes on, but they did have a pretty good start with their skill set, like I said, and the supplies that they came with. One big issue with this mountain base, like I mentioned, is getting wood and supplies into here, because we built a pretty much mega kill box that we don't even have the technology to put turrets into yet. But once it's fully up and running, I'll be interesting to see how this kill box goes down. Right now, we're just having people come in here and mine as much as possible and try to dig this out, which has taken the full course of the first year to even pull out. This is actually, funny enough, Charlie's mom. Yes, Charlie's mom somehow fell from the sky and landed right next to where Charlie is working. She's a little overbearing. She was trying to check on him, and then her space shuttle must have crashed, and then she landed next to him. So Charlie's going to bring her into his bedroom and patch her up. All three of them have basic medical skills, like 4 or 5, so that they can help each other, since they are a small group trying to start this prison. We do have a semblance of a freezer happening in a kitchen right now. And we're also slowly trying to convert our 13-year-old that we captured, and also slowly try to transport everything into the prison that we initially set up outside. Our new recruit's name is Lurks, which is a weird name. We might have to change that in the future, but will definitely prove useful for us. We need more wood though, because we gotta fuel our power generators. One thing we are definitely not short on is steel. We have lots of steel because as Charlie mined through the mountain, he hit a bunch of steel veins, and there's still steel veins around us that we haven't even fully mined out. We also have a literal crap ton of granite chunks, so much that it is almost filling our kill box to the brim. These are shamblers, little zombie people that came from the Anomaly DLC. They started at the very far corner of the map, and they're going to slowly work their way across the map, which is kind of nice that they started so far away. Although we do want to build some doors, some barricades in these tunnels that we built through the northern mountains so that we could get over there and gather supplies, trees, wood, etc. that was over there on that other side of the mountain. Some traders come through, and I was hoping that the Shamblers would come down and then aggro on the traders, but that doesn't actually end up happening. They just kind of end up hanging out up north and then not actually having to fight anyone. The work involved in building this mountain base is extraordinary because not only do you have to build all these rooms and stuff, you have to clean everything and take out all the debris after you've mined it out, which is pretty excessive. So it's taken us a while to establish in here. One of the Shamblers just randomly dies, which is fine. I'm not sure where the fourth one went, but these two are still left and they're about to walk off the edge of the map. So that was sort of a raid incident that we didn't have to deal with. Right now, though, we're trying to deal with Tails becoming a mother. She's about to give birth. Because like I said, Balls and Tails are husband and wife. I know it's kind of funny that the girl is named Tails and the guy's named Balls, but I didn't name them. That's their Yatkins. They named themselves. They're, you know, quite literal like that. So who am I to tell them the aspects of their culture, right? The baby's somehow born healthy, even though I totally messed up that child's birth. And we have a new Yatkin baby. The issues with the Yatkins is that they're always sleepy. They want to take naps all the time. They're like big dogs, I guess. We'll call the baby Ball Tie, because it's the son of Balls and Tails. But right now we're trying to build this wall as quickly as possible. They're turning Republican. They're building the wall. That's because we have a group raiding us now that's an actual kind of semi-decent raid. There's 5 of them. We're only 4, but one of them doesn't have a weapon, so she's just gonna pick up a log. She's actually a shooter too. She's not even a melee fighter, the 13-year-old we recruited. So we need to hopefully kill these 5 people because they all have bows, and then she'll have a nice bow. But the cool thing about this base is it's kind of built in between this mountain ridgeline where the raiders, when they started on the left side of the map, they have to path all the way through the river and then go around. So it actually buys us a lot of time because it takes them forever to walk through all that water. Whereas I can cut right through the mountain because I have my doors there. So I'll probably want to build some more granite doors in those tunnels on the west side. Right now, I'm just trying to get them from prevent them from going to sleep and get them back here so that they can stack up and actually fight this raid appropriately. We get 3 traps built, which I should have built a long time ago. You know, playing on this difficulty on commitment mode, I was really taking a gamble. It is random though, so you know things can happen crazily or not at all. But the first trap definitely pays off. We get one right away and a second one hits the trap, so all the traps pop. They're all shooters and I only have 1 shooter, so we gotta rush in and fight them one-on-one. I should have used my animal calls from my Yatkins, but I didn't even think about that or remember it. There's actually a lot of elephants and rhinoceros on this map because it's a jungle map. So I could actually call in a pretty heavy animal to fight for us, but they handle this on their own. Right now, Balls is trying to prevent the last prisoner from escaping because that's what the Empire has paid us and hired us to do, is collect 40 prisoners. Now, we can chop off their legs. The Empire is okay with that because if they want to use them as workers later, they can just install peg legs, prosthetic legs on them or whatever. Our issue right now is that we don't have actual prison cells built into the mountain yet. So we have an inverse prison happening right now. We're going to put our prisoners outside, and then we're going to sleep inside until we get our prison fully built. They're working on bandaging them up, and they actually capture 2 of them. Their traits aren't what we would like, so we will keep them, and we will be 2 of 40 prisoners collected.